But Laura, it's Leslie's day too. After all, she's the mother of the bride. She can't just blend in with the rest of the scenery. It's imperative that she make a statement. And above all, she must not wear beige. Oh, Lord, whose horrific idea was that? How Rosh Hashanah, I must say.
What did you say about Rosh Hashanah?
Rosh Hashanah. It's French for tacky. I mean, she might as well just erase herself and be done with it, don't you agree? I said, don't you agree? Laura?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm sorry, what did you say? You know, we are discussing your wedding here.
Eldon, why don't you give Leslie a phone call and just take the beige dress up with her personally?
Oh, please, I've negotiated with her at length. She won't budge. The woman is as stubborn as a bulldog.
All you need to do is call her and really give her the old sell. You can do it. You can convince her.
What I really need is a little cooperation here, and a little support might not be out of line. Oh, heavens, look at the time. I'm late for my appointment with the florist. You know, if I'm not careful, this wedding is going to look as tacky as Carly Corinthus's funeral.
Whew, all clear.
Thank you. I'm really sorry. I should be more involved in the wedding. I mean, it's practically here.
Well, it's difficult for you to get involved with that, with this attic thing on your mind.
Yeah. I just have more and more questions every day. Like this nurse who disappeared.
Teresa Carter.
Yeah. I just wish there was some way that I could shake the missing pieces loose.
You know, that may not be possible before the wedding. Maybe we should reschedule until we solve this mystery.
No, I don't want to do that. We've waited long enough.
Oh, that's what I was hoping you'd say.
Hey, I think I know what happened to Teresa Carter. I dug through some old personnel records, and I found Teresa Carter's rather hastily written letter of resignation. I found a paper trail to her last known address, which was in Orchard Park, and a phone number.
Great.
Wonderful. Good investigative work there, babe.
Thank you very much, but all I actually did was go through an old file cabinet. Anyway, I have to get to work, so I'm going to leave this in your very capable hands.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, hon.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Bye.
Bye.
Orchard Park. That's not that far away.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. You know, it would be unusual for somebody to stay in the same place that long.
It's ringing.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Why should we put her on notice? If Teresa Carter is the woman bottled up in your head, it'd be much easier for her to lie to you over the phone than in person. And also, if we give her notice that we're coming, she could just disappear and we'd never find her this time.
But why would she do that? I mean, really, all she did was have an affair.
Well, look, darling, I don't know what happened in that attic that night, but whatever it was bad because Rick, Baldwin, and maybe even your mother have gone to a lot of trouble to cover it up. I think it was more than just an affair.
Okay, so, can we go to Orchard Park?
I'll just pull the car up.
Oh, thank you, Luke.
Okay, baby. What'd I miss?
I was just about to share some very good memories with Laura about a loving mother and father and two beautiful daughters, and the sharing of
I
warmth.
remember all of that, you know? I haven't forgotten that part, really. And as a matter of fact, just before you walked in, Luke and I were talking about all that night in the attic and how we should just really let that go. I mean, we're about to be married, and we need to focus on that now.
Do you mean that?
Sure, yes. The past is gone. It's over. There's no reason to keep going over that one night.
Are you ready, Angel?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Do it.
Yes?
Teresa.
Oh, my God. Laura Weber?
You remember me?
You look almost the same, Laura. What are you doing here? And how did you find me?
This is my husband, Luke Spencer. May we come in?
I haven't heard why you're here.
I know this must seem very odd, us just popping out of the blue like this, but I need some information from you.
About what?
About the night that I walked in on you and my stepfather, Rick Weber, in the room over the garage. Please, I need to know exactly what happened that night.
You know what happened. You were there.
No, I blocked it out. I need help retrieving the details. I need someone to fill in the gaps for me.
It's in the past. Leave it there.
Please, Teresa.
I don't want to remember that night. And neither, for that matter, should you.
Miss Carter, I'm sorry if this is inconvenient or uncomfortable for you, but my wife needs answers, and we're going to get them. Now, we won't take up much of your time, and you're perfectly welcome to call the police. If you'd like to bring them in on this, that would be fine with us. Thank you.
I'm sorry to force myself on you like this, Teresa, but I just don't have any other choice.
I have a home now, a family. I have a job as a counselor for troubled teenagers.
Well, then you should be able to understand me then. I am tortured by these flashes of memories that I just don't understand.
Rick should be able to fill in the gaps. Why not ask him?
I have.
What did he say?
He begged me not to go looking for you. He begged me to leave it in the past. But I just can't do that.
Miss Carter, what happened the night of that storm? What is it that Laura saw that was so traumatizing that she's made herself forget? Just tell her. She's not going to sue you or cause you any trouble at all. She just wants to close this chapter so she can get on with her life.
Please, Teresa, help me.
Okay. I'll tell you. Rick had broken off the affair, but I refused to accept it. I did insane things like following your mother, calling your house at all hours. You may not remember this, but I rang your doorbell one time and you answered.
I do remember.
Rick didn't want anything to do with me, which only amped my desperation to change his mind. I came to the house one night and I found Rick alone in the kitchen. I threatened to create a big scene that would wake up the whole house if he didn't hear me out. So, Rick steered me up to the attic over the garage.
And? Please, Teresa, tell me.
I did my best to seduce Rick. I had myself convinced I could win him back. I pushed him down on the chaise. And when Rick tried to stop me, I went crazy. And just then you walked in. The second I saw his face, I knew I had lost him. And before I could stop myself, I grabbed whatever was heavy and took a wild swing at Rick, and you jumped in and tried to protect him, and he started trying to get me under control. You became hysterical. And then your boyfriend showed up.
What did you try to hit Rick with?
I don't remember the nearest thing. Your boyfriend couldn't calm you down, so Rick gave you a sedative, a shot.
And you were still in the room when Rick gave Laura the shot.
I was pretty hysterical myself. Then Rick grabbed my arm and virtually dragged me down the stairs.
Was that the last time you saw Laura? After you left the attic and went down the stairs?
Yes. except when I glanced back up at the attic window just before Rick dragged me out the gate. She was standing at the window staring down at me. That was also the last time I saw Rick. I didn't even go back to work. I woke up the next morning and knew I needed help, so I left town and I got it. I have a new life. I am not the same person. I don't want to remember that night ever again.
Thank you very much, Teresa. I realize that that was very difficult for you.
My husband will be home soon. Will you please go?
Yes, of course. Thank you again. It's over.
You sure?
Yes, yes. Everything that Teresa said matches with my memories of that night. I even remembered when she tried to hit Rick, she was holding a camera, an antique camera that had been up in our attic for years. Everything she said meshes with my memories perfectly.
Good.
Rick? What are you doing here? Where's Elton?
With your mother somewhere on some last-minute wedding arrangement that I couldn't figure out. I just stopped by to bring you a little gift.
Oh, well, that's very nice, but it wasn't necessary.
We just paid a visit to your old squeeze. Teresa? She had quite a story to tell.
What did she say?
Why don't you tell us your version first?
I gave you a sedative to calm you down. And then I escorted Teresa to the car. Scotty stayed with you. It's been a lot of years now. I'm not sure if Teresa's memory, she was not calm at all that night. So I don't know if her story's any different than...
No, it's the same. It's the same story.
I have a question, though, Rick. Why would you think Laura would be so upset by this? That you didn't want to tell her about it? I mean, granted, a crazy woman in an attic wielding a blunt instrument isn't a pretty picture, but you just told her, she did fine with it, she didn't fall apart. Why the conspiracy?
It's a father's basic instinct to protect his child.
She wasn't a child when you came into her life. And what's the instinct that kept Baldwin lying all this time? But why would Baldwin jump through hoops to hide an affair you had with some nurse?
You're going to have to ask Scotty for his specific reasons for hiding the truth from Laura, but Scotty has been almost as protective of Laura as I have.
Look, I think the point here is that it's over.
Sweetheart, I didn't want to hide those details. I never wanted you to...
I know. I understand. I really do. I understand the impulse to want to protect your child and then ending up keeping secrets.
I love you, sweetheart.
I love you too.
Now, I would like you to concentrate on your marriage. Work for that. Why you want to marry this guy twice, I'm not quite sure of.
Well, you know something? You're not the first person to say that, but I see things in him that nobody else does.
Obviously. Your mom, please say goodbye to your mom.
I will, absolutely. Thank you.
Sure.
That's it. It's over. I mean, everything Rick said matched with what Teresa said, and it matches with what I remember. So I think that's it. I think it's finally over.
I hope so.
Luke, Oh, what a relief. Now I can concentrate on our wedding. Oh my gosh, it's only 1 week away. I love you.
Oh, I love you too.